I would like to start working on my page and doing stuff online and videos and lives and things like that. And I need a bit of a push. I'm used to speak for many people. I mean, in the professional area, but somehow I find it more difficult to do it on Facebook Lives and things like this. So I've never tried. So
okay.
yeah. So I needed a reprogramming to.
Yeah. So it's interesting because what you've said there is that you used to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for many people, I mean, 200, 300 people in a room, in a hotel room.
Yeah.
But this is kind of scary for me to do it to do it on Facebook Lives. I don't know why. This is kind of something strange.
Okay. So when you said when you said you were talking to a room of 200-300 people, you actually smiled when you said it. Your whole face lit up, and I could see the joy that you used to get doing that, just because you smiled when you told me the story. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it that you need to find confidence, or is it that you just need to find the voice that you used to have?
Oh, I think it's a bit of both, because as I went through this depression, it kind of affected me in many different ways. And of course, self-confidence is one of them. So it's to find again that confidence that I used to have, and that fun that I used to have. And and also it's a new platform, and you don't have the people in front of you, so it's more difficult to interact. And I'm a people's person, so
Yeah.
I like interaction. And
is it the liveness of the interaction that you used to feed off of?
yeah.
Okay.
And I find it more difficult to just speak to anyone, to
Avoid.
to avoid. And it's weird.
Okay. So rather than speaking to avoid, I'm going to do something first, and then I'll do something else, and then we'll do what we're going to do. So I want you to just think for a moment. I want you to sit back and be comfortable, right?
Okay.
I want you to sit back and just be comfortable and just let's play with this, okay? Because you've mentioned the word rediscover a few times. So that's super confident. That's super good to know that there's rediscovery in there, because you're not broken. You don't need fixed. You just need to find all the stuff that you know there's already in there. So I just want you for a second, right? Okay. Cast your mind forward 3 years, right? So you're 3 years into the future, and I'm over in Lisbon, right? Because I might as well come over now because I've got you as a pal, and you're going to cut about with me and show me everything, right? So,
Yeah, sure.
right? I meet you at the airport. You're standing there. You can see me coming through, and I'm coming towards you, going, "Oh my God, you're a real person. I can't believe this is happening." Right? And
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
taxi, and you're taking me wherever and I say to you, "Tell me what's been happening. What's happening in your life? Tell me what's happening in your life." So I want you to tell me what life is like for you.
Well, I'm just excited for having these new tools, and to be able to help a lot of people, and I'm just very excited to start uh, well, reaching more,
Good.
to starting to reaching more people. So
And those all
that's
sound like just now statements. So we're meeting in 3 years' time. Tell me, how many people have you helped now? 3 years' time, how many people have you helped?
how with hundreds,
Hundreds.
thousands, maybe.
So you've helped in 3 years' time. You've helped thousands of people.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you feel the success that you feel and the satisfaction that you feel having helped those thousands of people?
Yeah.
Hmm. And can you think of the positive impact that you've had in their lives?
Mm-hmm.
And not just them, all their family too. That'll benefit from you running your business that way in 3 years' time. How does that make you feel?
Oh, very, very well.
Good, good. And
Sorry.
what's your who's your ideal customer?
My ideal customer.
Yeah.
How?
Who do you help? Who's those thousands of people? Who are they?
Well, just normal people that have difficulties at a certain point in their lives. I mean,
Yeah.
just people like us. I
Yeah.
mean, no.
And what differences have they made in their lives? How have the people made their lives different?
How?
Yeah. What differences have you helped them make?
Oh, it makes a lot of difference. It makes them feel normal and alive and belonging. So yeah, just
Yeah.
makes them feel useful and capable of helping other people themselves.
Lovely. And
And to,
what a great job to be able to do for somebody, to make them feel all that, because when they feel all that, you'll feel all that. You can feel all of that positive energy as well, knowing that you're making those changes that make the difference,
Mhm.
Know that you can bring that to people's lives. And you know that your customers are out there just now, but it has to be you that tells the story. And there's a whole thinking behind why it has to be you. Because we all speak in different language patterns, we all use different metaphors as point of references, we all pause in different ways, we all talk our own way. And I might be speaking out into what I would maybe think is the void. If I think of it that way, my customers will never hear me. So just imagine now, just imagine right now that when you talk on social media, you're talking to those 1,000 customers, those
Mhm.
people that you've made the changes in your life. That's who you're talking to. And they haven't quite found you yet, but they're there waiting to hear you because they'll only hear you. And that's where the magic happens. That's where the magic happens. And when we think about speaking to a computer, who would ever want to do that? That's heartless and soulless. But the job we do is so full of positivity that we really need to be able to imagine the people that we're talking to when we're doing the talking. And it needs to be you, because they wouldn't hear it from me. And that's why it has to be you that can do it. So when you're in the future, what kind of things are you doing in the future that you could start doing now?
Oh, I can start practicing
Yeah.
and yeah, just trying to do it
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah. Because how do you get to 1,000 people being happy, thousands of people being happy? You get there by doing one person at a time. Don't you? It just takes one person at a time, and then when you and I are in Lisbon together, you've got 1,000 people who you've changed their lives, and it's just one person at a time, isn't it? So think of all the skills and all the tools and all the resources you've got in 3 years' time, and think what you've actually still got right here, right now, out of that toolkit. It's totally right here, because you're not broken and you don't need fixed. It's just getting back into that habit of
Yeah.
reconnecting with the people that are out there to listen to you. Yeah. 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 So take big scoopfuls from that future 3 years, and bring everything back to just now that you need, that you could start using today, tomorrow, next week, next month, and then start that progression to have those thousands. And then the reality's already there. Because if we put that intention out there, you know that the universe meets us halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't it? It meets us halfway.
Yeah.
It needs to know where it needs to know where to meet you on the road. And it's a person at a time, isn't it? Until there's a lot of people.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
And can you imagine now, just thinking of that, and thinking of those thousands of people that you've met and you've helped in 3 years' time? How does it feel when you think about doing
Oh,
Facebook Lives now?
it feels wonderful
Yeah,
to be able to help so many people
yeah,
in their lives, and
yeah. And
the
you've got
ripple effect also.
so powerful, so powerful. So what happens if you don't start talking to those people?
Oh, they will never be helped. I mean, there's a possibility that at least some of them are not getting any help.
Okay. So if we took you totally off the table, we're taking you off the picture, you're not going to do this, right? What happens to all those people?
Yeah, they will just continue with their problems and well, eventually find someone else, but some of them won't be able to be fixed. I mean,
Because it has to be you.
yeah.
And how do you feel thinking that they won't get fixed? Not that they need to fix, because they're not fixed or broken, but how does that make you feel that you won't be the person to help them?
Well, it doesn't feel right.
And holding yourself the way you have been recently, and thinking that you're speaking to a void and that this new medium is just more difficult, is that a fact or is it a thought?
Well, maybe it's a thought. It's something inside that is holding me.
Yeah. And are you ready to change that?
I am.
Okay. And if you were to give that feeling a scale out of 10, what's it at just now?
Oh, I would say 9.
So it's a 9 just now? Okay. And why didn't you give it a higher number?
Because I feel some fear.
Okay. Are you ready to let go of that fear?
Oh yeah, I am.
And from this negative that we've been talking about, is there any positives?
What do you mean?
Is there any positives that come out of you not doing what it is you'd like to do? Is there anything positive about that?
No.
Okay. So there's no positives. Okay. Right, what we're going to do now is I just want you to sit really comfortably, and I'm going to put you big on my screen and I'm going to turn my camera off, okay? I'm just going to pin you here. There we go. There, that's you. Okay, so you're sitting with your feet on the floor and you know that your lovely wee dog's kicking about. The dog will be okay too. We'll look after the dog if it jumps up beside you, I promise, all right? So you're used to going into hypnosis and you're used to that journey and you're familiar with that place that you need to go to make the changes that you're looking to make. And you know that you can go there easily. And you know that you want to go to that place where all change is possible. So what I want you to do now is you're sitting on the couch with your feet on the floor. You can hear my voice as your hands rest gently on your lap. And you know that this is the time to let go of that fear and to remember with passion the journey ahead of you is just going to be so enriching as you can fill your life with knowing you've helped the lives of others. And then when we meet in 3 years' time, you've got so many tales of all the transitions and all the transformations that only you could have made for those people and their loved ones. And we're placing them so centrally into this as well, because they need you to be the brightest version of you that you can possibly be, because you're unique and you're wonderful and you're here to do that work. So we're going to work forward to get you to that place that you can start doing you to the very best of your ability. Okay, so you're sitting comfortably, and I want you to, for a moment, just start to focus on your breathing. And I want you to just focus on that breathing. And you focus on the breathing, and I want you to pretend and imagine that you're breathing in calm and you're breathing out all your self-doubt. Breathing in calm and breathe out all that self-doubt. Lovely. And as you continue to breathe like this, just focus on your body and notice where any tension is hiding and any self-doubt is lurking. And I want you to exhale that with every breath out. That's lovely, lovely. And in your mind, softly and slowly repeat the word relax 4 times. as you repeat that word, you begin to relax, letting go and relaxing every muscle. And as you do that, you may become aware of images and ideas that drift into your mind automatically. And allow yourself to drift down deeper and deeper into that feeling. Allow yourself to drift deeper and deeper and deeper, and imagine that this has happened all by itself as you listen to the sound of my voice. Now I want you to allow yourself to have the experience of drifting out of your body and drift away from your body and drift way, way, way above your body, hundreds and thousands of feet, as you look down and you can see Lisbon and your streets, and you can see the whole town, the whole city, and you can see Portugal. And as you rise higher, you can see Europe, right over to me here in Scotland, and you can see the world below you in all its glory. Because we can't live a life of a single person, because if we gave away everything that somebody else had a hand in, we'd be left with nothing. And we're more connected. And we feel a greater disconnect when we forget to connect. So just feel how important you are in that web of connection now, knowing that you're connected in a way that's unique and needed, because we need you in that connection. As you float higher and higher and higher, and you'll see a crescent moon, and I just want you to sit on the edge of that crescent moon and allow your feet to dangle just for a moment. Lovely. And as you sit thousands of feet above, feeling of connection and being interwoven in our societies grows all the more as you leave any negative physical or emotional ties behind. Notice how it feels to be up there as you just look around and notice a variety of things competing for your attention. Now in your mind's eye, I'd like you to look down. And way, way down, you'll see a target, like an archery target. See that target clearly in your mind. See the coloured bands, see the bullseye. And in that bullseye is the emotional pain that you're experiencing. So place depression in the centre of that bullseye now. And in a moment, when you hear this sound, whoosh, you will be shot like an arrow straight through that bullseye. And when you hear that sound, whoosh, you will be shot like an arrow straight through the bullseye until you go straight through into a place of complete peace and harmony. As you approach that bullseye, you will experience that emotional pain intensify just for a split second, and then burst through it into a place where you are completely free of that. And I want you to be brave about this, because this is the last time you will ever be affected by it. So when you hear that sound, you're going to be shot like an arrow straight through that target. So get ready. Whoosh. As you pass through it and out the other side into a place of complete bliss, calm, open awareness, and you reconnect with the true body of you floating. This is you in your true state. before you've learned to do those things that you've been doing. Just drift in a place completely free of any unnecessary hurt or emotional pain, drifting as a mind, completely free of earthly ties, free of all distraction as you drift there, in that wonderful feeling of open awareness, completely free of any unnecessary emotional pain or agitation. And I want you now to drift to the other side of your room, the room that you're sitting in now, and drift to the other side of the room. And you're sitting in, maybe see yourself sitting in the chair that you are now. And I want you to notice from that other side of the room as you watch yourself sitting in that chair, that every ounce of agitation and unnecessary emotional pain has gone from your body, and those thoughts have left your mind. You cannot experience them. You cannot feel that anymore. You are completely separated from your body as you drift there, completely free. In a while, I'm going to get you to drift back over to your body, but only as quickly as your mind and your body can make all these changes that will allow you that freedom. The freedom to experience that condition of freedom from any unnecessary emotional agitation, any time you wish to or need to. Only then you will drift back over to your body, and you'll drop down into that body, free of agitation, free of distraction. Take your time as you're aware of the images and the sounds as you drift over, back into your body, unable to experience those old feelings. Go ahead now. Take your time, that's it. Take your time and drift back over. Good. And when you are fully reintegrated, open your eyes and get on with your day, taking that calm, comfort, love, joy and flow and confidence with you. And you can open your eyes when you're fully reintegrated. And look at me and find that feeling now, and you'll find that you cannot.
Yeah.
Try and find that feeling. You cannot. It has gone.
Wow. Well, the feeling of floating is amazing.
Good. And
on the other side, I mean,
yeah.
free.
And what number would you give it now?
10.
10 being higher than the last number? So 10 being high and 0 being low. What numbers those feelings now?
Oh, about the feelings. I would say 2 maybe.
Good. Good, because 2 is still good. Because it's natural and normal to have a slight apprehension about doing something that excites us. So excitement is good. And that slight jangle in your tummy when you're about to do something that's so powerful you can change somebody's life is a good feeling. You don't want that to be a 0. Because that would be
no.
That would be rubbish if that was 0. You want to have that natural adrenaline for doing something that we know is going to benefit people that we want to engage with, don't we? So 2 is a good number. 2 is a good number.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It is. Wow.
Yeah. Well done, you. You'll never feel that again.
Wow. Sorry?
It's gone. You'll never feel it again.
No. I will I will try. I will try
No,
to
no
do.
try. Do or don't.
Yeah,
No
not
try.
trying. I will do. I will do.
Yeah. If I try to pick up this pen, I can't try to pick up a pen. I either do it or I don't.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Try is just an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did that feel when you were thinking of everybody that you're here to help?
Oh, it felt very, very good. Very, I mean, it's even emotional.
And it's powerful because you're a powerful human. And
Yeah.
you're here to do some good work. And find the way to
Yeah.
connect. Find ways to create those connections, because everybody in life, we live for connection. You know, we want to be
Yeah.
connected. Yeah. And you're not doing the Facebook Lives for you, you're doing your Facebook Lives for the thousands of people that you're going to help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it's kind of not really about you.
Yeah.
It's about all those wonderful people that need to hear from you, because you're going to be the connection that they need to live the life that they're here to live, and it's only can be you that does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what?
It's really a strange feeling to fear something like that, right? It's kind of
How do you think?
a
How do you feel
strange.
now? How do you feel now? I want you to just think about what's the next thing you're going to do.
Oh, I'm going
Or you
to do it. I mean, I'm going to experience a life, even if it's a short one, just to see how it goes.
That's it.
But
What's the worst that can
yeah,
happen?
yeah,
Probably everything, every technical hiccup you will have, every button you'll not press, you'll realise, and then you'll see people coming on, and then you'll go, but that too is okay. You can do that at a two. You can do that, and you can talk about you talk about what you talk about. Nobody's expecting
yeah,
you to be amazing. Do it within a small group. Do it to us. Do it live to people that you know. Just practice pressing the buttons in the right order and showing up and be present. Because how do we expand as people? So you've got your circle, and then you've got your circle, right? And then onto that's another little blip, and you need to expand that uncomfortable, because when you push that, when you blow up that balloon a little bit more and it becomes uncomfortable, it needs to go to uncomfortable or stretched, or like almost feeling as it's going to pop before it becomes comfortable. So we need to
yeah,
expand it all the time. That was a rubbish metaphor, but you get what I mean. And we need to make it uncomfortable to then it become comfortable, because otherwise we just stay stuck, and that becomes more uncomfortable. So if you
yeah,
think about it now, right, what
yeah,
would be the worst for you? The uncomfortable that you feel now, or the
hmm,
uncomfortable knowing that you're moving forward to the dreams that you've got for your life in 3 years' time?
yeah.
What one's the most
It,
uncomfortable?
it's not to be able to achieve what I want. So it's
Yeah. So you're more uncomfortable here. So stop.
yeah. I have to do the first step to be able to reach what I want, and
Yeah.
all my goals and stuff.
Absolutely. And it's going to be a beautiful journey to watch, because as you
Yeah,
grow and do that, everybody else grows and has the opportunity to change their lives too. So you're saying that you're going to have a go with Alive. So,
mm-hmm.
okay, this is the 4th of the 4th. So when are you going to do one?
Tomorrow.
Right, okay. I will look forward to watching that. You can send me a notification, send a few people a notification. Do it in Hypnogurus even. I don't know how it works, but we could work it out together later if you want to. So you're not doing it 100% alone. If you want to post in our group chats as well, there's lots of people know how to do it. So you'll not even take the first step. You'll not be alone taking the first step either. Because you've got all of us and all the goodwill of all of us who only want you to succeed. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll really look forward to that tomorrow.
Yeah, I will.
You're a superstar.
Well, we have to do the first step as soon as possible, right? So
yeah,
might as well be tomorrow.
Absolutely. You can do it. You can do it. Look at that smile.
Yeah, I know I can. I know.
Look at that smile. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. Well, let's go for it.
Right, virtual high five.
Yeah.
Cool. Okie dokie.